Hello everyone, Saida here. Welcome to your April 2018 Oracle Forecast. I am filming this towards the weekend, so I wish everyone a happy Easter and I hope you all have a relaxing weekend. So today I will be using, for the April 2018 reading, the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck by Doreen Virtue. I also decided to pull an extra card from the Healing Oracle Crystal Reading Cards by Rochelle Sharman. And I absolutely love this deck. It's one of my favorite crystal oracles, because I have a few, and that's one of my favorites. So, alright, so as you know, before I get started with the cards, I have them pulled here, but before I get started with the cards, I would like to elaborate on some of the messages that I picked up for the month of April. And please excuse the noises outside. There's always a lot of noises out here in Brooklyn. So I'm trying to think if there was anything else I wanted to share with you all. I don't think so. Okay. So I just wanted to go through the channeled messages. So for April 2018, I actually sensed Archangel Uriel coming through very strongly. And one of the things that I sensed was that he's going to be helping everyone with receiving intuitive guidance. So I feel like trust is a big theme here for the month of April, and you'll see why. I'll explain, because there's different facets to it. But I feel like trust is a big theme because I feel like your intuition is really going to be speaking to you. So I feel like your intuition will be heightening, and I feel like it's going to be really important for everyone to really listen to what their intuition is telling them, because it feels like you may get some very strong insights, okay? I also sense that emotional healing will be a focus, okay? So it feels like overall you may start to feel like emotionally you're opening up, and what I heard is that anything that's been bottled up feels like it may catch your attention, or you may notice things start to come to the surface that you have bottled up maybe for the past days, weeks, months or so. So it feels like all of that will be coming up to be released in the month of April. Another thing that I heard is that trust the path that you're on. Okay, so it feels like things will be becoming more clear to you in the month of April, especially when it comes to your life path and certain decisions that you'll be making. Another thing that I had sensed for the month of April is that your home will be safe. So it feels like some of you may be worried about your home situation, whether it be finances or bills or just overall situation regarding the home. You may also be experiencing maybe changes within your home situation, and I feel like it's important for you to know that you are safe. Your home is safe and things will be okay. So another thing that I sensed was that the month of April is going to be focused on love as well. And I feel like this will be all kinds of love, but it could very well be also romantic love, starting with self-love and expanding into external love. I sense more passion coming in. There will be a building up of passionate energies, of love energies. And I feel like for those who are either in partnership with somebody else or are working on bringing more love into their lives through partnerships, friends, family, there will be more of that coming in. And I also felt a strengthening of bonds between you and people that you love. So I got the sense that you may be feeling more like you're opening up to the energy of love, okay? And I feel like there will be more communication between you and others around you, so people that you love. And I feel like through this conversation, these conversations that you'll be having, which will be more intimate, it feels like you'll be very open and honest with each other. It feels like it'll help to strengthen the bonds between you and that other person or those other people that you're communicating with. So overall, emotionally, you may feel like you're starting to open up more, and that's why what I was saying before, things that have been bottled up will start to be released and maybe purged from you, okay? So I also saw white flowers, so that could be because of Easter, I don't know, but it did represent, from what I felt, purity as well as growth. So it feels like there will be an emotional growth that is occurring for some people. So I knew there was one thing I forgot to share. April is my birthday month, okay? So that's kind of why I'm wearing, you know, there's a dress, actually, the flower dress, and Yeah, April is my birthday month, so happy birthday to me. Okay, so I wanted to get started with the cards, but before that, while I was shuffling the cards, I saw the number 8. And I felt like the number 8 had to do with being assertive, but also had to do with taking your power back. So, especially when it comes to manifesting what it is that you want, it feels like it's going to be a very strong manifestation month. So, keep your eyes set on what it is that you want and really focus on it, because the energy for manifestation will be strong. I also sense that it's a time of endings and beginnings, and some of you are still working on this transition period of going from an ending to a new beginning. But the energy feels very nice, open, and pure. It just feels like you may still be in a transition period, so have patience with that process, okay? All right, so the first card I pulled from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck is Rest. So it says, you've been working hard, take a nap, and get some rest. So I sense a few things from this card. Okay, I'm sorry, I did things a little bit differently. Usually I go through all the cards. We'll do it one by one. We'll do it one by one today. Okay, so when I was looking at this card, I actually got the sense of a lot of heart-centered energy, which actually makes a lot of sense because of what I was picking up on for the month of April anyway. It does feel like, because there is a lot of emotional healing that's going on, that some of you may start to feel tired, or you feel like you need to get some extra rest in, which is totally fine. Listen to your body, listen to the cycles of your energy, and take time for extra rest if you need it. When you're going through a healing, it's really important for the body to not have so much going on externally, because there's so much internally that's processing. So I feel like for the month of April, getting the rest that you need is going to be important, okay? So be easy on yourself, engage in self-care, also practice time management. So if you have a lot going on, and honestly, since March started, a lot of people do, there's a lot going on in the month, there was a lot going on in the month of March, and it feels like April may not be too much, might not be too different. Things will continue to pick up, so make sure you're managing your time correctly. Make sure you're balancing your energy correctly. So balancing rest and work and not overexerting yourself, okay? So let's see. One thing I also sensed too was that there may be a focus on children in the month of April. So if you have a child or you have children, you may be called to spend more time with them, to spend quality time with them. It could also be spending time focusing on your inner child and healing that aspect of yourself. So that feels like it's really important as well. Okay, so now one thing I want to say, because I have something, I made a note of this here, is that in this card I actually saw that there's something that your spiritual team wants you to wait on. So it feels like there's something that they want you to rest on before you take action. So it feels like it has to do with not pushing anything or not forcing anything. It feels like there's this sense of just allowing your body to rest and rejuvenate before going into further action on something. I also got the sense of dreams being important, so pay attention to your dreams and any messages that may come through that. I also got the sense that you may need to drink more water than usual in April, okay? So make sure you're upping your water intake. And that makes sense too, because when you're going through emotional healing, your body does use up more water. So I don't know if you guys noticed that when you're going through healing, you may feel like you need more to drink, and it's true. You do need more water when you're healing, okay? So the next card I pulled was Ready, Set, Go, which says, now is the perfect moment to dive in and embrace your heart's desire. So what I sensed here with this card is that timing is a huge factor here, okay? The words that really stand out to me are, now is the perfect moment, okay? So it feels like it's an indication of how the energy is right now. It feels like the energy is picking up. It feels like the energy is really starting to build, to bring forward what it is we've been working on manifesting. So the universe is really supporting what it is that we're trying to carry out. So I do feel like energetically things are peaking, or they're getting to a point where it's like, yes, whatever it is that you'd like to carry out, the energy of the universe is really supporting that. And another thing that I sensed is, again, the heart center. So embrace your heart's desire. So I feel like this has to do with fulfilling your dreams that are within your heart. Okay, so whatever it is that your heart has been wanting and has been calling for, it feels like this is a great time to do what it is that's in your heart. So not things that other people tell you to do, not things that other people feel are best for you, is what is it that you really want? What is it that your heart is really desiring? And I feel like the universe is really going to be supporting the fulfillment of those desires, okay? Okay. Another one thing I sense too is that it's important for you to be playful in the month of April. So try not to get too serious. Okay, I have to tell that to myself because that's kind of been happening for me actually. Okay, so next card is positive energy. So this card says surround yourself with positive people and situations and avoid negativity. Okay, so I feel like the first thing that I sensed when I picked this card was to be very mindful of the energy that you're keeping. Okay, so I feel like you want to be mindful of who you're around, who wants to be around you. Be mindful of what you're spending time focusing on. Even when you're by yourself, pay attention to what kind of music you're listening to, what kind of thoughts you're entertaining. Be very mindful of your thoughts and what it is that you're focusing on, because it feels like the momentum is, like I said before, is really starting to build. And it feels like in order to keep that going, you have to stay optimistic and you have to stay positive, which means that you can't focus on things that make you feel sad or make you like shift your energy in a negative direction. Now, it's one thing if you're feeling emotional, you have to honor those emotions if they're coming up. But if you're, let's say, I don't know, watching a movie that has like negative connotations to it, such as somebody being murdered or something like that, and you start to feel sad about it, that's an indication that you really shouldn't be watching that. So listen to your energy and what it's telling you about what it is that you're spending time focusing on, because the law of attraction feels really important here. It feels like whatever you're focusing your energy upon is what you're going to see more of, is what you're going to be attracting to you. But the overall message here feels like you don't want to throw the energy off right now. You want to keep that momentum going by only focusing on positive things. I'm hearing right now too that this is really important for people that have a goal in mind. So you want to start watching things or keeping people around you that are, I don't want to just say that are on the same path, because it's not just about that. It's about positive results, people that have attained positive results, movies that have a positive ending, music that has a positive, uplifting, theme to it. So I feel like that's really important for people that are trying to achieve something, is to really focus on positive outcomes, okay? So, let me see. What I heard too is mind your words. So be careful of what you're focusing on, but also what you're saying to yourself and what you're saying about your situation. So I just want to show you here how the dolphins are all around the light there. That's what that's about. Stay focused on the light. Okay? So now, the last card from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck is Contemplation Time. And this card says, spend time alone meditating upon what you truly desire. And I feel like this card is all about visualizing success. That's like the first thing that I saw when I picked this card, was visualize success. So I feel like it's all about staying focused on what it is that you'd like to have. Okay? And I feel like what's important to know is that that's a form of prayer, what you focus on. Whatever you're focusing on is what you're sending out, and that's going to be returned to you. So I feel like it's going to be really important to be focused on what you'd like to achieve. So, like I said, this is a really high manifestation period, a really strong manifestation period. It just feels like the universe really has your back. So you want to help co-create that with the universe, whatever it is that you're going after, okay? So I see lots of success in this card. Even though she's contemplating, I do feel like she's almost being prepared to be successful. So the universe is giving you a lot of energy to work with, so I feel like take advantage of that, okay? So what's really cool is I pulled a card from the Healing Oracle Crystal Reading cards, and got orpiment, which is success. Isn't that cool? So, I mean, it really confirms everything that we're talking about here, is that there is success on the horizon for you. So I feel like for some people, this is like business success. For some people, I'm sensing some people are in school and, you know, they've been studying, and I feel like you're going to be successful in school. I heard partnerships as well. So this is not just romantic partnerships, but if you're partnering up with someone to get something done, know that that will be successful. What I'm also hearing is to be strong, okay? So don't give up and don't allow yourself to get distracted. I feel like mental strength is really important. So not allowing yourself to get distracted by negative thoughts or negative people. I was seeing that some people may have like a business venture or something that's coming up. So that feels important. There will be success in that business venture. And it feels like something that's been consistently going on. So it's something that you've been working on. So know that that will be successful. One last thing I wanted to say was, when it comes to like the people that you're around, to be very mindful of what they're saying to you. Because it feels like there may be some people who feel like they're trying to help you by giving you like a realistic outlook, but it may not be helpful for you. So just be careful with that and try to detach from any kind of drama, okay? Try not to allow people to pull you into their drama, okay? That's their stuff, that's not yours, okay? All right, so that was the April 2018 Oracle reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you around next month. Take care.